She said, "You're being possessive about food. Recipes are meant to be shared, not hoarded." I said, "Maya, you can't even dice an onion without crying." What I discovered that week was she'd been selling my grandmother's mole recipe as her secret family formula to strangers online. This is gonna sound crazy, but I need some outside perspective. My girlfriend Maya, 29F, has been using my food truck and recipes for her food blog content, and I'm 32M, starting to feel like I'm just free labor for her foodie influencer brand. Background: I'm a professional chef, been running my food truck Abuela's Kitchen for 3 years. It's my life. I use my grandmother's recipes, wake up at 4 a.m. to prep, work 12-hour days to build something real. Maya's a food blogger trying to make it big on Instagram and TikTok. When we started dating 8 months ago, she was fascinated by my work, always asking about techniques, ingredients, the stories behind my dishes. I thought she genuinely loved food culture, you know? Turns out she was taking notes. Now she's posting original recipes that are literally my grandmother's formulas with minor tweaks. Her Maya's Magic Mole that got 12K likes. That's my abuela's recipe that took her 30 years to perfect. Maya just added a pinch of cumin and called it revolutionary. "Carlos, you're being dramatic," she said when I brought it up. "I'm inspired by your cooking. That's what artists do. Artists don't steal family recipes and claim them as original content." "I'm not stealing, I'm interpreting. There's a difference." She's been using my food truck as her backdrop too. Posts herself in my kitchen wearing my apron, talking about her culinary journey and authentic Mexican flavors. Her followers think she runs the truck. Yesterday, she asked if she could film a day-in-the-life video during my lunch rush. I said no, I can't have cameras in my face while I'm trying to serve customers. She got upset, said I wasn't being supportive of her dreams. "This could be huge for both of us," she said. "Food content is trending right now. Maya, this isn't content. This is my livelihood." Her bio says, "Food creator, authentic Mexican cuisine, sharing abuela's wisdom," but she's never met my grandmother, and she definitely can't cook beyond heating up frozen meals. Am I being selfish about my recipes? Is this normal when you're dating someone in a related field, or should I be worried about her taking credit for my work? Edit, reading these comments, and wow, a lot of you are saying this is straight-up recipe theft. I guess I didn't want to believe it was that serious. Edit 2, someone asked if she can actually cook. She burned water trying to make pasta last week. I'm not exaggerating. Update 1, guys, this has escalated way beyond social media content. She's literally selling my recipes as meal kits online, and I had no idea until a customer recognized my food. So after your comments yesterday, I decided to actually look at her Instagram business account instead of just the personal posts. Holy crap, she's been running a whole operation behind my back. She's selling Maya's secret recipe meal kit boxes for $35 each. The description says, "Authentic family recipes passed down through generations, and learn the secrets of traditional Mexican cooking." There are photos of my food, my ingredients, my handwritten recipe cards from my grandmother. But here's the kicker: she can't actually make any of it. I found her order fulfillment setup in her apartment. She's been buying ingredients, portioning them into containers, and including printed instructions that are literally my recipes with her name on them. "Maya, you're selling my grandmother's recipes as meal kits." I'm sharing culture. Food brings people together. You're making money off my family's heritage. You're being possessive about food. Recipes are meant to be shared. She's made $2,400 this month selling my work. Meanwhile, I'm busting my tail in the food truck, making maybe $300 profit on a good day. But it gets worse. She's been booking catering gigs through her Instagram. Small parties, office events, birthday celebrations. People think they're hiring the chef behind Maya's Magic Mole and her famous carnitas. "Maya, you can't cater. You don't know how to cook for large groups." "I'll figure it out. How hard can it be?" She showed me her booking calendar. 6 events this month, ranging from 20 to 50 people, all expecting authentic Mexican food that she has no idea how to prepare. "What's your plan here? You gonna learn professional cooking in 2 weeks?" "I was hoping you could help. We're partners, right?" "Partners. She wants me to cook her catering gigs while she takes credit and payment. Using my skills, my recipes, my equipment to build her brand. The worst part, she's been using my food truck permit for illegal pop-ups. I found photos on her Instagram of her selling food at farmers markets and street fairs, using my business license and health permits. "Maya, you can't operate under my permit. That's illegal. I'm just helping expand your brand. Think bigger picture. You're risking my business license." I'm documenting everything now. Screenshots of her meal kit sales, the catering bookings, the illegal pop-ups. This isn't just annoying, it's fraud, and it could destroy everything I've built. Update 2, this is insane. She booked herself for a live cooking demonstration at the downtown food festival, 200 people, professional kitchen setup, expecting to see the chef behind Maya's magic mole. And she assumed I'd just show up and cook while she took credit. I found out by accident when one of my regular customers mentioned seeing my girlfriend advertised as the featured chef at this weekend's festival. I checked the event page and there she is, Maya Rodriguez, authentic Mexican cuisine expert, live cooking demo Saturday 2 p.m. Maya, what the hell is this food festival thing? Oh, it's gonna be amazing. I'm doing a live demo of my signature mole recipe. Your signature mole recipe? Well, our recipe. I figured you'd help me prep backstage. Help her prep. She wanted me to hide in the back while she presented my grandmother's recipe to 200 people as her own creation. Maya, you can't cook. You've never made mole in your life. I've watched you do it 100 times. I know the process. Watching and doing are completely different things. She showed me her notes. She'd written down ingredients but had no idea about timing, temperatures, techniques. Mole takes 6 hours to make properly. She thought she could wing it in a 45-minute demo. I'll practice this week. It'll be fine. Maya, this is professional cooking. You can't just practice for a week and perform for 200 people. You're being negative. This is my big break. I tried to convince her to cancel, but she'd already promoted it across all her social media. Her followers were excited to see her authentic cooking skills in action. Food bloggers were planning to attend. Local news was covering it. She'd built this whole narrative about being a traditional Mexican chef, using my work as evidence. Now she had to deliver, and she had no idea what she was doing. Fine, I told her, but I'm not helping. This is your show. You're really gonna let me fail? Maya, I've been trying to prevent you from failing. You chose not to listen. She spent the week practicing in my kitchen, burning through $200 worth of ingredients trying to recreate my grandmother's mole. Every attempt was a disaster. Too salty, too bitter, completely wrong consistency, but she was convinced she'd figure it out on stage. The pressure will help me focus, she said. I decided to attend the festival, not to help, just to watch. And maybe film what happened for legal protection, in case she tried to blame me for the inevitable disaster. Final update. Well, guys, sometimes you just have to let people learn the hard way. The food festival was educational. I showed up Saturday afternoon as a regular customer, phone ready, positioned where I could see the cooking demo stage clearly. Maya was already there setting up, looking confident in her chef's coat and authentic Mexican cuisine apron. The crowd was decent, maybe 150 people, several food bloggers, a local news crew. The event host introduced her as Maya Rodriguez, rising star in traditional Mexican cooking, here to share her family's secret mole recipe. Family's secret recipe. My grandmother's recipe. Maya started strong, talking about growing up with these flavors and learning from my abuela. She had the audience engaged, taking photos, asking questions about ingredients. Then she started cooking. First mistake, she tried to toast the chilies on too high heat. They started burning immediately, filling the demo kitchen with smoke. She tried to play it off as authentic char flavor, but the smell was clearly burnt. This is where the magic happens, she said, coughing as smoke billowed around her. Second mistake, she had no idea how to blend the sauce. My grandmother's mole requires specific timing and technique. Maya just threw everything in a blender at once, creating a chunky, separated mess that looked nothing like mole. The audience was getting restless. People were checking their phones, some started leaving. Now we add the secret ingredient, Maya announced, holding up a container of what looked like chocolate powder. Except it wasn't chocolate, it was cocoa powder. Raw, bitter, completely wrong for mole. The sauce turned into brown sludge. She tried to thin it with water, making it worse. Then she added more spices randomly, desperately trying to fix the flavor. This is how my family has made it for generations, she said, voice shaking as she tasted the disaster she'd created. One of the food bloggers asked, "Can you tell us about the technique for balancing the chilies?" Maya froze. Well, you balance them, it's intuitive. But what's the ratio of ancho to guajillo? Equal parts? Wrong, completely wrong. Anyone who knows mole knows that's not how it works. The news crew was still filming. Food bloggers were taking notes, and Maya was standing there with a pot of inedible brown sludge, claiming it was authentic Mexican cuisine. Let's do a taste test, the host suggested. Maya's face went pale. She knew it was inedible, but she was trapped. She took a small spoonful, tried to smile, but her expression said everything. It's very bold, she managed. The host offered samples to the audience. People were politely spitting it out, making faces, whispering to each other. A few people left entirely. Then someone in the crowd shouted, "Hey, isn't that Carlos from Abuela's kitchen?" Everyone turned to look at me. The host asked if I wanted to comment since I was a local chef. "I'm just here enjoying the festival," I said. "But I will say authentic mole is a very complex dish. It takes years to master." Maya shot me a look of pure panic. She knew I could expose everything right there. But I didn't need to. The disaster spoke for itself. The demo ended awkwardly, with Maya trying to salvage the situation by talking about the learning process and authentic cooking being about the journey, not perfection. The damage was immediate. Videos of the cooking disaster started circulating on social media within hours. Food bloggers wrote scathing reviews. The local news segment was brutal. They contrasted her claims of expertise with the obvious failure. Her Instagram comments became a battlefield. People demanding refunds for meal kits, asking if she'd been lying about her cooking skills, sharing their own videos of the festival disaster. She tried damage control, posting about off days and the pressure of live cooking, but it was too late. Her credibility was destroyed. The business consequences were swift. Meal kit customers demanded refunds. Catering clients canceled. Instagram removed her verification badge. Food brands pulled sponsorships. She had to shut down her food blog entirely. The comments on every post were about the festival disaster. She couldn't recover from being exposed as a fraud on such a public stage. As for me, business has never been better. The festival exposure brought new customers to my food truck. People wanted to try authentic Mexican food after seeing the fake version fail so spectacularly. I'm seeing someone new I met at a culinary event. She's a pastry chef who actually knows what she's doing and respects the craft. Revolutionary concept. Maya tried to contact me last month through her sister. She's working at a chain restaurant now and wants to learn properly from me. She's planning a comeback as a student of authentic cuisine. I didn't respond, but I did save all the festival videos just in case. Sometimes the best revenge is just letting people reveal their true abilities and keeping your grandmother's recipes safe.